Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Europa Universalis IV Let's Play on Mandate of Heaven as the Ashikaga Shogunate. Now, I will go into why I decided to play as these guys, because I think it's a pretty big decision, as a lot of people are not playing as the direct Emperor of Japan or Shogun of Japan. Now, the reason for this is actually a very simple one. Because I haven't played Japan in such a long time, I literally could not choose what faction. I thought about it for like an hour, and I was like, right, who do I... Well, it was about like 2 hours. We also do have the unit pack, which is unfortunate because we don't look that... We just have the Japanese ones, so... The Yamana and the Hoshikaga, I think it is. Yeah, they get nice ones, but... Eventually we'll play as them all. But the reason I did play as the Ashikaga, because I just wanted to see what the Emperor faction... Like, what we could do differently. Like, all the stuff we can do. And I just felt like it'd be very, very interesting to play as the guy who rules everything, as dumb as we look. Now, I bought the the Mandate of Heaven content pack. As you can see, the Shimazu, the Otomo. This one is the Aochi, the Yamana. Like I said, the Takeda. Takeda looked most badass, I think. The Imagawa. Where is it? Yeah, the Usegi. The Date. And the Nanbu, I think, are all the factions they get them. I know Japan. I'm not talking about the Chinese ones as well, because I know for a fact China gets some special ones as well. China has rivaled me. Oh. Oh fuck. That's so that's like a beginning thing, and we the Empire of China. Like, we can see what they're up to. Now that I have justified my decision as playing as Ashikaga, I will be playing as probably my favorite faction in this period of time. Soon enough, like, I want to do the Date, but I wanted to at least understand the mechanics, like, from the point of view as an overlord, to then rise up against it, because I feel like if I don't understand it, I'm gonna be too busy trying to understand it to be able to play it to the best of my abilities. Now, we have got a lot of people who are very, very unhappy with us. We can only placate them, so we have to treat them like normal vassals, which is pretty interesting. I think there is not any special map, like special actions for us from the main menu. There is from here, as I said. We'll go to someone who doesn't like me, who makes me the least money. Yeah, Hoshikawa, sorry. So we can divert trade, change isolationism, conscript generals, contribute to capital, force seppuku, which is basically just stab themselves. Well, let's commit suicide, and then we can return their land. Oh, so basically we can force the guys to forcefully give back their land. So we've got 10 years until we can do any annexing of any of these guys. Now, I think first things first, we're going to max out our military. We're going to go for 2 more cav. Our navy over here is going to go trade in the Onin, the Nippon trade, but I don't think that's going to be as useful. Now, what I'm going to try and do is strategically annex vassals, like probably the Hoshikawa is going to go first. So I'm going to improve relations with them specifically. Now, I believe the Yanama's probably, yeah, ooh, no, the Hakateyama. No, sorry, no, the Usegi. I had a feeling it was going to be one of those two. So let's get the Usegi happy as well. We can actually do 3 of these guys, unlike Ming, so we're going to also do Yanama. We're going to improve relations with those guys, and then we're also going to... Actually, no, China hates me, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter now if China does not like me. I must admit, the Hoshikawa have a pretty nice-looking guy. But yeah, so let's say we're going to go free speed for the first part of this Let's Play, and then we'll probably go full speed. Now, I've walked through this more so in the China playthrough, and we're only getting free splendor every turn. Or every month, I think that is. Or is it every month? So unfortunately, we're not getting as many, but if we own a province with at least 30 development, which it's going to be pretty hard for us to do. I don't think there actually is any provinces with 30 development on Japan at this period in time. We could make our capital one, but I think I'm going to focus more on my tech first. And, well, China hates me, so I'm just going to accept their hate, and we're going to embrace the fact that they want to murder us really badly. Now, our guy is currently an obsessive perfectionist, which is going to be a problem. And we're currently only making 2 gold, which is completely fine. We don't pay much for state maintenance, we only pay for Western Kanto. And we can edict in both of these. I feel no reason for an edict at the moment, as we don't really own enough of each region to really say that it's acceptable. Now, unfortunately, we can't just directly attack these guys, which would be the one thing I would be enjoying if I was a daimyo. So let's start off. So yeah, everyone's starting to make alliances inside the Japanese sphere. Takeda is allied with Usagi, so that's going to basically ensure their survival, as they are probably one of the weakest factions, other than the Chiba, or the Chiba. Satake. That's very interesting factions. Oh yeah, the Aini at this time were not actually part of Japan, sorry. Yeah, they have pagan looking units, which is pretty entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, the first I'm gonna do, the Imagawa and Ito want a royal marriage. Well, Ito is down here. Do I have? No, I don't have. So this is gonna take this will take an option. So Ito, you are these guys, 3,000 strong, and you're not close to me. So no, I'm actually gonna marry the people who hate me once I've improved relations enough to make them like me. If we go to the Hasakawa, no, we'll go to the Yanama. We're gonna placate them, so I can royal marry them. Once we royal marry them, the Yanama will probably be pretty easy. Well, they won't be probably. They will be pretty easy to deal with. So yeah, I still can't attack these guys because they are my subject, but we can royal marry them, which will take up a relation slot. Yes, it does. So we need to strategically really use our relationships to benefit us appropriately. Okay. Incorporate Tutsi. Tutsi. I don't know how to say that, so I do apologize. Incorporate these guys. Well, no, I'm good because I have to wait 10 years, and I'd rather incorporate the bigger vassals first. That way, the assholes don't annoy me. Okay, so we have different levels of isolation. Currently, they're adaptive, which is fine. Yoshira is our heir. Yoshimasa is our current leader. He's a 1-3-1. It's pretty shit. Our heir is slightly better, not much better, but slightly better. Now, yeah, there's going to be a lot of wars going on and all that fun. So if we have to tell people to return land, it doesn't tell me what it's going to do. So at the moment, we just need to watch out for see who will have too much land. And we're only getting 100 manpower each month, so we're on a very, very low manpower income. So if I go to the Hosokawa, they gain more than us, which is not good. I don't want to do that. That seems a bit dumb when someone doesn't like me to begin with, game. So yeah, we're gonna work on the Hosokawa. Hosokawa, whatever. I don't really know how to say it, so it's not really gonna bother me. Hosokawa declared war on the daimyo Hatakeyama. Onin war. The tensions between daimyo have spiraled out of control and now broken out. A war has broken out. The ramifications of this are felt throughout the Japanese islands, as our daimyos begin to take sides and alliances are brought into play. Whoever may win the current civil war, however, it is clear to all our subjects that we are too weak to prevent it. If we do not ensure that we re-establish our authority over the warring parties, it is quite likely this war, the Great War of the Onin period will result in a prolonged period of strife and war between the daimyos. Our country can take over the shogunate and become the overlord of all daimyos by taking the province of Kyoto. Ashikaga gets Sengoku Jidai until 15th of September 1475. Given the following effects, yearly armed tradition decay -1 and lose 20. What's it called? 20 legitimacy. There we go. So we got some wars going on. You're currently against Hosokawa, Amago, Ishiki, and Osagawa, and you're just against again Hatakeyama, Date, Ando, Chiba, and Shimazu. Well, it looks like the Shimazu have already been beaten. So yeah, the Shimazu have 2,000 men, so I don't see them lasting very long in this war. If the Hosokawa grow, it becomes more of a prudent problem, as they're now harder for me to deal with. So we need to Yeah, we need to start... we need to deal with them. It'll be very interesting. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Temporary insanity of monarch. Yoshimasa has been very, very strange the last couple of months. It would seem like he is suffering from a temporary crisis of insanity. As a result of our realm is left with very little guidance. I mean, administrative power is not his key, so getting some admin power would help me towards a temple. But then again, military is not his benefit either, but I think that administrative guidance just benefits us better at the moment. It's going to be quite hard to get the Hosokawa into a position where they're underneath me and happier. So yeah. We're considered on good relations, but they are still disloyal to me, which makes sense. It will take 50 gold to give them a nice big gift, and they still probably would not like me enough. So we need to concentrate on that. The Usagi declared war on the Hatakeyama, which is, yep, sounds about right. So the factions at the moment are going to be growing relatively fast. I mean, if I can keep everyone down but the Hosokawa, we can basically just like keep the ones we've got, and it'll be fine. Yeah. So at the moment, we still have the majority loyal, which is good. But even though one province miners are still pretty unhappy, which is going to be kind of interesting how we're going to deal with this. We'll see. I think my best way to, like I said, it was just to annex like Yanama and move on from there. Like cause them to not have anywhere to expand and grow, which will basically just make our life a little bit easier. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of problems in Japan for a while. I mean, I could declare war up there. I don't know if I could fabricate claims though. No. So. Okay, we stayed for a trained medic, and our son lived, which is great. If he didn't live, it'd be a bit fucking awkward. Right, so who do... I want to try and take someone out, but... I think waiting 10 years for the letting myself annex one of them would be smarter. It looks like the Usagi is actually going to get beaten this time. I say this time, I mean, like, I'm referring to my Ming playthrough where I was watching... I saw the Ashikaga... grow, so yeah. It's not as if I've played this before, because I haven't actually, which is pretty cool. And you know what? Since we're not doing much, we're going to go to 4 speed, as I'm basically just watching over my country at this point, and hoping it doesn't fall into complete and utter disarray. No, it does, because the Shiba just declared war on the Date. So this is gonna go fucking bad. So apparently, as long as if you're a tributary to Ming, you can declare war on anyone you want, but you cannot declare war on the Chinese Emperor if you're outside of it. Interesting. So I'm finally understanding that. We own Japan, it's just how long do we own Japan? How will we own Japan, sorry. I feel like I could take out these, if I could take such a free stability here, I could slowly wrap up the country underneath me, but God, my prestige got even lower. Oh, fuck. Aito declared war on our daimyo Shimazu. Fair enough. I mean, if that's what you want, guys. I can't exactly stop you, so... At the moment, I just need to try and get the Ashikaga... Oh, not the Ashikaga, sorry. The Hosokawa underneath me better. I feel like I should have enough relationships to do it. At the Takeda, you're too small for me to worry about, Takeda. Like, the Usagi are... Usagi are the next one I want to bound by marriage. That way they're going to be loyal for a long time. Now, what are you making? You're making grain, some iron, and fish. Usagi is actually not making any better provinces, so the Yanamina are definitely going to be the first to disappear. Now, is any of these going to help me with my... no. Don't have the guy I want. Which is very unfortunate. The national unrest would be useless, to be honest, at this point. What do I make most money from? I make most money from taxes, so we're going to get a tax guy just because maybe you can help me. What's this? Build a great palace. Monarchs were often struggling with ways to subdue the nobility. The rise of firearms reduced the nobles' role as warriors, but left them with, in the eyes of the monarchs, too much idle time. Some monarchs created the great new palaces with elaborate court rituals to dazzle the nobles and keep them occupied. Versailles is the greatest expression of this movement. It must be even grander, because I don't think Versailles was ever even built at this period of time. Mostly because it's going to give me the think of the prestige positiveness that I need to wrangle the Hosokawa in, which is perfect, because now the Hosokawa are going to marry me and we're going to be happy. There we go. Hosokawa has been wrangled. It's now just the Shiba who own quite a lot of free provinces currently. They'll probably own 4 if they beat the Date. So at the moment, like I said, I'm just going to be very managing, and this Let's Play is more about managing Japan than a grand old great conquest. Although I do intend to try and conquer Korea and Manchuria and maybe some Dans down here. Like basically what Japan did in real life. I intend to finish Sengoku Jidai and then take over Korea and move on like that. To conquer the island up here that I don't remember the name of, unfortunately. I don't remember the name of any of these actually. So the leave. So Bushi is our nobility. Elaborate court life, no. Let's keep it as modest level. I don't need too much bullshit. So there's enough war going on. And it looks like the Yanama are actually going to be the most annoying vassal, because they've completely they occupied all of the Hosokawa land. And it looks like the Shiba are the only real problem in my nation at the moment. Which is perfectly fine. I'm not too worried about that, as long as I can get like the Yanama immediately annexed. So I think I'm going to need to definitely get my Diplo rep up soon enough. The Shimazu has been declared war by the Kirikuchi. The Shimazu actually somehow grew. I'm going to guess there's a lot of devastation in there. And I'm in the wrong map, actually. It should be here. It is. Yeah, there's a lot of devastation in Japan, sorry, at this point in time. Which is completely understandable. I mean, if we look at what's happening, it's all-out war between my daimyos. And at the moment, I'm just sat here with my army like, please don't hurt me. Yeah, the Shiba have grown. I'm going to say grown more annoying. No, they haven't. They've not grown more annoying, but they, I can't tell them to return land, which is unfortunate. I don't think I will tell the Yamana to return land as long as they stay loyal to me. Because as long as I keep the Yanama loyal, I can actually annex them pretty swiftly. The Usagi are... We could force Noritada Usagi to commit seppuku. This would give there's 5 times their new ruler's monarch skills. And holy fuck! Hey Otomo, why can't I tell you to? Oh, hasn't declared it. So someone who's declared a war. The Hosogawa, we can tell him to commit suicide. He'd put him up to 50, but holy shit, I kind of want to do that. Nah, we'll leave it for now. We're not gonna accidentally murder our fucking daimyos, because at the moment they all have the correct daimyos, and I don't wanna kill off like the Otomo, and then they suddenly be the Otomo clan without an Otomo ruler. Go on, Hosokawa, fight back against the people who have slightly different outfits to you. Whoa. I would be livid. Their outfits are so close to mine. Where's my navy at the moment? There it is. I'm gonna... Yeah, Nippon, even if I trade Nippon, it's just not good. And the embracement of Renaissance has come around. We have embraced feudalism. It's just Renaissance, obviously, as you'd expect. It's going to take a long-ass time. The bourgeoisie request privileges. The bourgeoisie class has grown increasingly resentful of the power of the noble families, and particularly their lack of opportunities in the higher ranks of government. Their only route to power is to marry into poor but well-titled noble families, or pay for open positions in government circles. I will deny you privileges, as I have more Diplo than I have admin, and I kind of want to keep my points even. Yeah, and the Hosokawa, who are now only a 2-province minor, have what's it called? Fallen to 2 provinces. Now the Yanama, we can't tell them to give back their land at the moment because they're currently at war. But the Hosokawa are now completely a waste of time and my points. I think it's definitely now time we improve relations with the Shiba. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to end this part here. In the next part, we will see how we can deal with this and hopefully start an annexation of one of them. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.